Good morning. In the quietude of my study, as the lamp's gentle light casts flickering shadows on the walls, I find myself drawn into the contemplation of a subject that has preoccupied my mind for years: the immortality of the soul. Imagine the serenity of my garden at dawn, with the dew still clinging to the leaves and the distant call of a rooster heralding a new day. It is in such tranquil moments that I seek to unravel the nature of our essence, which transcends the ephemeral world we perceive with our senses. The journey of understanding the soul's immortality begins with an acknowledgement of its intrinsic nature. Picture yourself in a grand hall, adorned with the finest Athenian art, where students and philosophers gather. Here I would engage in dialogue, utilizing the Socratic method to challenge our deepest assumptions. As we sit upon cushioned benches, the aroma of olive oil and fresh bread mingles with the scent of ink and parchment. We deliberate on the essence of the soul, questioning whether it is mere matter or something more enduring. One might begin by reflecting upon the argument from opposites, a notion I have often employed. Consider the contrasts in nature: life and death, heat and cold, rest and motion. Just as motion presupposes rest and heat presupposes cold, so too does life presuppose death. If the soul is the principle of life, it must remain consistent in its essence, even as it transitions through different states. Death, therefore, cannot annihilate the soul, but rather signifies a change in its form or condition. In the Phaedo, one of my dialogues, Socrates offers compelling arguments for the soul's immortality. As I recall the atmosphere of that dialogue, filled with the somber yet hopeful tone of Socrates, I am reminded of how he contended that the soul, being immaterial and rational, must endure beyond physical death. The soul's true nature is revealed through its capacity for reason and virtue, qualities that cannot be confined to the temporal realm. We also contemplate the soul's pre-existence and its journey through various incarnations. Picture the somber yet illuminating setting of an ancient theater, where the echoes of our ancestors' wisdom reverberate through the stones. Here the notion of the soul's reincarnation emerges, an eternal cycle wherein the soul, having accumulated wisdom through its various lifetimes, moves ever closer to the ideal forms. This journey through different existences reflects a process of purification and enlightenment, ultimately leading the soul to its reunion with the divine. Reflecting upon the psychological dimensions of the soul's immortality, we delve into the innate desire for meaning and continuity that drives our existential quest. As the sun sets over the Athenian horizon, casting long shadows and painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, we ponder the human fear of oblivion. The belief in the soul's immortality offers solace, providing a framework in which our actions and virtues hold enduring significance. In our discussions, the challenge of reconciling the soul's immortality with the observable world often arises. The contrast between sensory perception and intellectual understanding is palpable, akin to the play of light and shadow in a room. Just as shadows obscure the full view of objects, sensory experiences may obscure our grasp of the soul's true nature. Through rigorous philosophical inquiry and introspection, we seek to penetrate beyond these illusions and apprehend the soul's essence. This philosophical quest is not merely an abstract exercise, but has profound implications for how we live our lives. By embracing the notion of the soul's immortality, we are encouraged to lead lives of virtue and wisdom, understanding that our actions reverberate through eternity. The pursuit of knowledge, the cultivation of virtues, and the quest for truth become not only noble endeavors, but also reflections of our soul's eternal journey. Your task for today is to reflect on your own beliefs regarding the immortality of the soul. Consider how these beliefs influence your daily actions, decisions, and understanding of life's purpose. How can this perspective inspire you to live a life of greater virtue and purpose? Have a meaningful day.